Alrighty guys, so we are here at the location. It's a nice beautiful day. There's no clouds in the sky. Everything is going really good. There are no annoying bikers out today, or the wind is definitely a little bit of an issue, but I have the makeshift lapel, so hopefully it all goes well. So I have all the questions. Where are all the questions? They're in the other shirt. Luckily, I remembered most of them. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the very first question that I was asked was from my friend Edwin. His question was, what made you get an RSX? Honestly, the thing that made me really want to get an RSX was the Honda reliability, but without kind of like that Honda name. Like, that was my mindset at first before I slapped on a bunch of Honda emblems on this car. But yeah, Honda reliability, something fun, and then something that I could also learn manual with. So that's basically what made me get an RSX. I liked the way it looked. I loved Integras, and so once I found out that this was basically the generation after the DC4 Integras, that's what made me really want it even more. But yeah, ever since I got this car, it has not really been a regret at all. Even with the ups and downs that I had mentioned in like that introduction part, I really do love this car. So yeah, that answers that question. Next question that I was asked was from another teammate, Colin. He asked me if I were to go boost with this car, would I do supercharger or would I go turbocharger? Definitely, if I were to ever go supercharger or turbocharger, I would definitely go supercharger. The reason behind that is because I like the linear power band and also the bump in torque as well. Hondas aren't really known for being the most power output car out there, but they are definitely really fun. But the thing that I tell myself is, like, if I were to go on a windy road, would I rather have a 500 horsepower car when I can only use half of that power, or would I have a 200 horsepower car and use all of that power throughout all of the turns and all the corners? So yeah, and then also another thing with boost, I don't like that boost lag. I like that instant power and instant torque from the supercharger, so that's why I would do that. And my other question, the follow-up question for that, from one of my childhood friends, Hector, he asked me, when is boost coming? All right, so I didn't want to say this in the last part, but I do not want to boost this car at all. Like, maybe if I buy another RSX down the line, it'll be that for the sole purpose of boosting it and stuff like that. But for now, this car is going to stay NA. I love the way that NA feels. I love the induction noise. I love VTEC. I love everything. Yeah, you can have VTEC with boost, but it doesn't really... I burped. I'm sorry. I burped. But yeah, I just feel like these cars weren't made to be boosted. I know Ks love boost and they react well with boost, but for me personally, if I were to ever want more power and a little bit more torque, I would definitely go K24 with this one. But yeah, so yeah, boost, I don't think it's ever going to be coming to this build specifically, but maybe another build with probably a different car or a different RSX, because I love these cars so much. So a few more from my team. They asked me, let's see, let me reread it just so I don't say it wrong. They asked me, what is your most expensive mod? My most expensive mod, it's pretty funny to say this because this whole entire build is just a budget build. Everything you see here, I got it, eBay, super discounted or secondhand. Most of my parts are secondhand, and I just kind of refurbished them on my own, or with the help of some of our other sponsors from my team, from my car club. My most expensive mod is probably coilovers. These coilovers cost me $350. They're the Progress coilovers. I like them. They're very comfortable, especially for a daily. They're just not adjustable damping. But yeah, $350 is literally the most expensive mod that I've done to this car. Everything else is maybe less than $200, These Brembos right here, I got the Brembos for $50, or the calipers themselves for $50, and then the whole kit to actually make them fit, it cost me around like $200, $220 most, for paint, rotors, pads, everything, It's a budget build, There's not much to say about that. It's just a budget build. Next question is, what is your least expensive mod? Least expensive mod, I think, I think it was the Buddy Club short shifter. I got the Buddy Club short shifter for $40. I like it. It feels notchier, and the throws are a bit shorter. And you can also adjust the throws like only slightly, you know, but still it feels really good. I've had it for, you know, the 2 years that I've owned the car. And yeah, that was my cheapest mod. Next question is, are there any regrets on certain modifications that you've done? The only thing that I actually regret is the Brembo conversion. So these are off of a TL Type S. So the bolt size for the TL Type S Brembos are a lot bigger. So I had to drill into my stock knuckles in order to actually make these fit. So if one day I somehow change my mind and I say I want to get rid of the car, I would like to, like, you know, take off all the performance modifications and put back all the original ones. But with the Brembos, I'm not going to be able to do that unless I buy brand new knuckles, which if I'm going to be selling the car, I probably just won't do. I'll probably just let them go with the car. But yeah, that's my only regret, is that I can't switch back to the stock calipers, which is kind of why I wish I got like Type R Brembos. But it is what it is, you know. Alrighty, so the next question is, what's something emotional that happened with your car that made you feel an emotional connection with it? Honestly, the thing that made me really connected to this car is that this car is the first car that I bought, like, on my own with my own money, along with the car that my dad and my grandma had gifted me. So this is legally my first car. The Mustang was never put in under my name or anything like that. This is my first car legally. And then I learned how to drive manual with this car. It was very traumatic once I broke the transmission, or not the transmission, but like the clutch, flywheel, and all that stuff. It was very traumatic for me. So for me to come back from that, I literally had nightmares of me grinding every single gear. So for me to come back to that and drive my car home for the first time, it was the best moment of my life so far, for me to learn how to drive manual. My dad did teach me, but you know, like most of the other stuff that I did was self-taught, like how I heel toe or downshift or in rev match and stuff like that. All that stuff I taught myself, so I'm very proud about that. So that's an emotional attachment that I have with my car. All right, next question. The next question is, why are you so cute? I'm not. I wish I was. If I was, I'd probably have more followers. But I don't know. I don't think myself as cute. My girlfriend thinks I'm cute, and that's all that really matters. And my mom. So yeah, that's all that matters with that. Thank you. All right, next question. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel, so these are more of like the whatever questions, except for this one. How much power do you think you're making, and what mods do you have under the hood? So modifications, I don't have anything too crazy. I have a InGen cold air intake and a Type R PRC intake manifold with thermal gaskets on the throttle body and on the engine block. DC shorty headers, Megan downpipe, Type R mid pipe, and then a K-tuned 2.5-inch muffler. The muffler is probably like my favorite modification because it sounds good. It doesn't really add that much power, but I don't really care about power, like I said earlier. And as for power, I'm gonna be optimistic and say like 185-ish, you know, somewhere around there. I definitely don't think I'm getting anywhere around 190 to 200 because I'm not tuned, but I definitely want to get tuned. And next week, my friend Luis invited a few of our other teammates to go to shop and get our cars to get dynoed for $40 for 2 runs. So I'll actually be able to see how much power my car is actually making. And then once I get into those more aggressive modifications, I'll be able to, like, you know, kind of see how I've progressed. And yeah. Very last question. I want to make this video somewhat short so I don't bore you guys. Last question is, what are the plans for the RSX? If you know me, I talk about my car a lot, and unfortunately, sorry. And most people, or some people know that I actually want to build my car in stages. So this right here is my stage 1 budget build. I know people who refer to stages for like their boost, whatever. Stages, they're just words. They're just words. So this is my budget build. I had my my base level, or my base stage, whatever, and where I just threw a bunch of random parts on it to try making it look good. And so from there I kind of built up this stage right here. So yeah, everything on here is, like I said, secondhand, discounted, or just like super cheap on OfferUp or eBay. So yeah, that's how that happened. But for the future stage, I have in total, I believe, either 5 or 4 stages. So the next stage is going to be more aggressive, like engine mods and stuff like that, and then a tune. And then from there, it's going to be more aesthetics and then suspension, you know. Stage 5, I want to be like almost a full spoon build. If you guys have follow Blanquito DC5, before he went with the INGS body kit and his accident, he had a full 0506 Aspec kit. That is my goal. Same thing with the color. I really love Vivid Blue Pearl. So that's basically how I want my car to look. I don't want to be like over the top, you know, but definitely I want to go through the stages, you know, with this car, with the way it looks already, then upgrade to 0506, eventually do a Mugen kit, but the Aspec kit is definitely my final stage. I already have the full 0506 Aspec kit in my house because I got such a good deal on it. I got the front lip for $90, and then I got the rear lip for $80, and I couldn't pass that up, because you don't know how often you'll be able to see those deals, you know. So yeah, so that's basically everything. I'll probably go more in depth into my stages in a different video, because I would probably go on and on with that. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna wrap up the Q&A session, just so that I don't make this video too long and bore you guys. So yeah. Unfortunately, they are doing the that like tree stuff down there, so I don't think I'll be able to get that much back road footage. I could probably go more inland and then come back out and then probably get some footage for you guys there. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this up, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, back road footage right now. Let's get it.